Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to my weekly update. I'm absolutely delighted that the NFU launched its integrated water management strategy this week. We had a live event on Wednesday that Stuart Roberts led on, and it couldn't be more timely. The situation across the country, and particularly in the north and the northeast, is absolutely dire, and of course enormous worries about this weekend. So the situation with water, too much in some places and too little in others at different times of the year, it has to change, and I'm delighted that we have the full support of the Environment Agency on this as well. But it is seemingly the season of consultations, and our response to the urea consultation has gone back in. And many of you will have joined me in feeling quite shocked really at seeing the government's press release on the bovine TB consultation, this disease that has devastated farming families, their lives and their livelihoods for so long, and our determination as an NFU to get on top of this disease and to eradicate it. And that remains absolutely our focus. I think there are huge challenges going forwards that are of enormous worry. I have already had a call with George Eustace to discuss this and reaffirmed our stance that the science must drive the agenda. It's reassuring in many ways to see that they will be driven by the epidemiology on all of this, and that ultimately the CVO will be making the decision. So that is reassuring, but it remains at the forefront of all of our minds. And I would just urge as many people as possible to respond to the consultation. Individual stories about this hideous disease are always and have always been the best way of getting the point across. We will, of course, be putting together a big collaborative response ourselves. And while we're on the subject of consultations, it is, of course, the Red Tractor consultation as well. And we will be holding a live event a week on Monday, again led by Stuart Roberts, and Jim Mosley, the CEO, will be joining them, as well as Christine Tacon, who is, of course, the new chair of Red Tractor. And I'm just delighted that Christine has taken on this role. I think she really did carry the role of grocery code adjudicator exceptionally well. She delivered enormous change. And I can think of nobody better to lead Red Tractor at this pivotal time. And of course, as we look to negotiate trade deals across the world, assurance and honesty becomes ever more important. I'm not saying that the tree doesn't need shaking and we need to get to very much an outcomes-based approach with Red Tractor, but it is absolutely critical to maintaining your position as the number one supplier of choice to the UK market, of getting much more British food into procurement, and of course of opening up export markets across the world. So a huge amount going on as ever. On the situation with COVID and footpaths, this is a story of two halves. Some farmers reasonably happy about the situation and not being disturbed, and others really having very, very challenging times. Just to encourage you again to go to NFU online. There is all the advice that you need there, and please do use it. But above all else, please do stay safe. I'm really encouraged at the rollout of the vaccines, but please look after yourselves, and I really, as always, look forward to speaking to you again next week. Do take care.